All right, well, welcome to Rude Girl Radio. We've got my girl, Bahja Rodriguez. How are you, Bahja?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh man, I'm so good. I'm so excited to have you here. I
Thank
feel
you
like
so
you're
much for having me.
I know such a young child star, and I listened to the song and I loved it and
Thank
everything.
you.
First and foremost, tell the audience where they can find you on social media.
So you guys can find me on Instagram at Bahja Rodriguez, BahjaRodriguez, and my Twitter is the same. And my website, if you want to know like my YouTube and everything else, it's BahjaRodriguez.co.
Okay, I was looking at your stats. You got a lot of numbers, so
Thank you.
yeah. I
Thank
love the song that that your manager sent me.
thank
What
you.
was the name of the song again? Let me look. Let's see. What was the name of the song she sent me?
My life.
My Life. That's the name of it. I loved
Yeah.
the song. It was
Thank
popping.
you so
I
much.
think that could really be a hit. And I'm not just saying that. I'm like really picky when it comes to R&B. I feel like so much R&B is almost like pop now, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like I don't know. It's like so cookie cutter, but that
Yeah.
sounded like really really good. So
Thank
where are you originally from?
So I am originally from Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up and I've been born here. I've been living here all my life. And I got my start when I was 12 with the OMG Girls, and then we disbanded in 2015, and that's when I started my solo career. Put out my first song, Jealous Type, and I really put it on SoundCloud, and then it got like 1 million plays in like maybe 2 or 3 days. So my friends were like, put it on Apple Music. So I did, and then it's just kind of been up ever since then.
Okay, so the group,
Yes.
how did that start at 12 years old? Is that something that your parents did, or how did you guys?
So my mom and Tiny from Escape, well, my auntie Tamika, but
Mhm.
Tiny from Escape, Tiny Harris, they've been best friends for like 30 years. So they met at 14 and they've just always been best friends. And so they were filming Tiny and Toya. And she was like, I want to put this group together, bring Beja over, so we can do, at first it was just supposed to be for like the show.
Mhm.
So she brought me over and we did the episode, and then it aired and like people really really liked us, and then from there there was like, okay, we kind of got to do this for real now. And then that's just kind of how it got started.
Okay, that's really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I love Tiny. She's so sweet.
Yeah, she is, she's such a sweetheart.
She really, really is. I saw her last time I saw her, we were at City Hall and we were marching on City Hall.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, how many members were in the group?
So when we first started out, it was four of us. It was me, Zanique, Regine, and
Mhm.
then my little sister Lourdes. And
Okay.
then the two of them left, and then Bree came in. So when people really started to, like, when we started doing like touring and, well, like major tours and like BT and that whole thing, it was like the three of us that
Mhm.
people saw the pink, purple, and blue thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, and I remember when Zanique first came out as an indie artist, they were pushing her
Yeah, 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 for
and
sure.
everything like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Well,
my
yeah, I know. Well, I
girl.
mean, Ti and Tiny are her parents, so of course she's gonna have that extra oomph, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, what was the reason for you guys deciding to break up as a group and going solo?
You know what? I think we just got older, and when you get older, you kind of like, everybody has creatively a different vision, and I think we had grew together for so long. I mean, especially me and Neek, because we've been best friends our whole life, but
Hmm.
we had been in that group since we were 12, the both of us, and we were turning 18, and we were just kind of like, okay, we want to do something different. We want to go see what else is out there. So it wasn't really like any bad blood or anything like
Right.
that.
So
Like,
no
I think
drama
business is
or
just kind
anything.
of business, and
Hmm.
change is difficult for everybody involved. But all of us are still really, really good friends. We all still talk. Like, I mean, Zanika is my best friend, so
Hmm.
it's still like all love.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I get you. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's how it goes sometimes. I have plenty of stuff, for example, like, I used to work with Drummer Boy and be Drummer Boy's DJ and now I'm Zaytoven's DJ and we nobody
Okay.
has a problem with anybody. I like
Yeah.
completely switch labels like all together, but like nobody has a problem with anybody or anything. So that's
Yeah.
just how it goes. Sometimes certain situations is like a better fit for like your
Yeah.
personality. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
I think that happens like that. All
Yeah.
right. So now fast forward and we've got your new inspiration. What was the inspiration behind your new song, My Life?
So with my life, actually, it's so crazy. I put my life out, I want to say maybe like 2018 or 2018. It was on my EP Take 3, and with that song, like I kind of was just in this place. I wasn't, I was single, and I was just in this place where I'm just like, like men just get on my nerves. And so I kind of just channeled that into this one song, and like that's kind of where the inspiration for it came from.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So moving forward, what kind of projects do you have going on? Have you been making music, or what have you been doing during
Yeah.
this whole like quarantine thing?
So I actually shot a video during quarantine, and I'm preparing to shoot another one, but I shot a video for Good Day. So my new song, it hasn't dropped yet, but the video is coming probably, I hate to put timestamps on stuff because then when the time comes,
And
it's
it's
like, I
not,
don't know,
yeah.
but within this month, the video will definitely be out. And I'm also working on a new EP that I'm planning to drop in November. So I'm really excited about that. And I'm working on my album. I'm trying to release that next year. So I'm just actively working on my album. And I've been recording and writing and the whole nine, the whole quarantine. So
Yeah, I
I
feel
have
you.
like a ton of music that I'm sitting on
So
right
are
now.
you still like staying home a lot, or have you been venturing out or doing anything?
Well, you know what? So this is my thing. So I am at home for the most part. Like I'll go by like friends' houses or whatever. But see, I don't really have like a lot of friends. So the only time I'm gone is like if I'm at my friend's house or if I'm at my boyfriend's house. Because I record at my house. So I pretty much have all my sessions here. I went to Mulatto's listening party the other day. That was like my first time going out in like 2 years, probably. Like to
Oh,
the club.
wow.
So yeah, I know, right?
I
Like
didn't go.
I'm not a club person really, but if it's an occasion, that's cool.
Yeah, see, I
But
like to go out on occasions too, like that, but
yeah,
I just I just I just couldn't do it, especially like with everything that's going on. It's like all these kids are at
yeah,
home doing virtual learning. If I know that I have to get up like super early and do that, I know that
yeah,
it's just going to be harder for me to do that in the morning,
exactly,
you
exactly.
know. But I saw her dinner, and I saw everything. It was amazing. I'm really good friends with her family too. So
Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like her grandfather and my boyfriend are like, and her dad are all like really good friends. So
okay,
yeah,
that's super
so
cool.
yeah.
It's a small world.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, I actually did a project with Mulatto and had her on my project in like 2017. One
Dope.
of my DJs, DJ Smooth, had her on a teen show at 14, and then my boyfriend had her on stage at 9. So
Wow. Yeah,
yeah,
I love Mulatto. I think she's super dope. And you know what's so crazy about it? Like we used to always do these little skating rink shows and stuff when we
I
first started.
remember.
And like she would be there, like as a little girl, like performing. So to kind of like see her now and where she is, like just her evolution, I think it's like it's been really, really cool to watch.
I know it really, really, really has. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's exciting. I love Atlanta. It's like I don't know. It's just great.
Yeah.
So, and as far as the clubs, I have gone out a few times to DJ,
Yeah.
and I've gone out a couple times when Zay had an appearance, and it's just like I just feel like nobody cares that there's still a pandemic going on
Yeah.
outside. It's
Like
like,
everybody's in there with no mask on. It's like when you go out, you're like, if I didn't know any better, I would think it wasn't anything going on.
right. I know. I know. I know. I was just trying to get a younger person's perspective because
Yeah.
one of my friends, she came out with me on Saturday night, and
Uh-huh.
she was like, "Do I have to wear a mask in here? Because I wear a mask all week at work." And that I can understand. Somebody
Yeah.
might not want to wear a mask if they've been at
Yeah,
work
for
all week,
sure.
So it's just, I don't know. I personally, if I'm going in somewhere, I'm trying to wear a mask, because
Yeah.
you could give this potentially to older people, and it's harder for them to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And I think too, it's really just important to like make sure you're following guidelines, like getting yourself tested. Like I got tested for COVID, and I mean it came negative, but
Right.
I got tested for COVID. I think
We
it's
talking
really
about it like it's AIDS or something.
no, no, it's okay. No, for real. But it's like, it's crazy because, I know that none of us have ever seen anything like this.
Right,
So it's
right.
like I think you really have to just be mindful of like what's going on. That's why I'm very particular about where I go and stuff like that because you still don't really know. But I think now everybody too is trying to get like somewhat acclimated back to
Reality.
how we, I guess, normally used to live or whatever.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
mean, it
People
feels
don't
like
want to
Georgia's
fall
been through,
off. I mean, we worked really hard for these scenes, and you know, people don't really want to like fall off, but I'm not really like feeling
Yeah.
clubs like that right now. Every time we go, it's like the security gives us some type of problem, and they're just like rude for no reason, and it's just like
Yeah.
a bad vibe before you even walk in. It makes me not even like want to go anywhere, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Exactly. I totally feel you.
Did you do any of the protesting or anything when that was going on?
You know what? Actually, I didn't get a chance to because I was like just so in and out of town, and I had some stuff going, like some family stuff going on at this time. So I'm like, I really was not able to get out anywhere. But I definitely tried to donate as much as I could to like different organizations who were like on the ground, like helping out and stuff like that. And just different people, like I guess who were affected, you know what I mean, as well, like different families and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
even though I wasn't able to go and like physically protest, like I still wanted to contribute in some way,
Right.
you know?
I got you. So I'm looking forward to the future and how we can connect in the future. So you're
Yeah.
signed to Interscope, right? So I can't sign you, right?
Well, you know
I
what?
just
I'm not signed to Interscope.
okay.
I'm independent. Well, I just signed to a independent production label called Run Music. They're
Okay.
based in LA. I just did that deal, and right now we're pretty much just like working on getting my first, single out with them and stuff like that. So that's kind of like
And then
where
Jay
I'm at.
Reed produced, Jay Reed is a good friend of mine. I've known him for a very long time too.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
my
So,
bro, man.
hmm
So like me and him, he did my whole Take 3 EP, and then me and him, we just talked the other day. He's like, we gotta get back in, like gotta lock back in. I really like rock with him tough. That's my bro.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, I'd love to get you in the studio with Zaytoven sometime too.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I'm in Atlanta too. Like, so
Yeah.
it's
So
whatever. Like
okay.
I pretty much go everywhere.
Yeah, we've been recording at Jazzy Face Studio a lot lately when
Okay.
we're doing
Okay.
studio time. So, I'll keep you posted. I'll hit up Kaylin, my
Yeah,
girl
for
Kaylin.
sure.
Yes, and I met Kaylin when I met her at Earth Girl that we did at Tree Sound when she
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
was Spellman Women's Hip Hop Collective.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was
That's really how I met Caitlin too.
yeah, so that was how I really even marched the day that I did march, because I don't have a lot of time either,
Yeah.
the day that I did march. And plus I was afraid of COVID and, it being
Yeah, exactly.
but I wanted to go out there the one good day. And the day that we went out there, Shara Bates, she invited me to come to the March for HBCUs. And I was like, oh, you know what? These HBCUs in Atlanta have shown so much love.
Yeah.
We go out and march. And then all of a sudden, we're like walking down the street. I can't breathe. And then little baby's in front of us, and he's like filming the whole video for a bigger picture.
Wow.
So it's like, even though I know that like I can't hear my voice when it's going, oh, I can't breathe.
Yeah.
I know that I'm in that crowd somewhere.
Right. For sure. For sure.
It's amazing. So I'm really looking forward to what you've got going on in the future. It seems like you have a bright future ahead of you.
Oh man,
Really
thank you
excited.
so much, man. I can't wait for us to, connect more. I'm super excited about everything coming up. I think the new EP in November is gonna be super duper dope, and the Good Day video is something that,
Okay.
y'all
Well,
should
maybe
look
we
out
could
for.
connect and do something really, really special for your listening party.
Yeah, of course, of course. That would be great. I'm definitely gonna do one. So we
Okay.
could like definitely
I'll be
connect.
your DJ. I'll DJ
Yeah.
your party for you.
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yes, it'll be awesome.
I would love that. I would love that.
Okay, so once again, tell everybody where they can follow you before we get off the line.
Okay, guys. So y'all can follow me on Instagram at Bahja Rodriguez, BahjaRodriguez. My Twitter is the same. And if you want to go to my website, it's BahjaRodriguez.co.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get into this new music. It's called My Life, Bahja Rodriguez, produced by Jay Reed, Ruger Radio. Let's go.